Hey, what's up? Jamie here, currently in Adelaide. Quite late. I just completed an interview with an amazing guy in Texas, so I'm up late doing a live interview for that. And I thought I'll come out and shoot a vlog and share what I've currently been working on for the new agency. And I came across an interesting challenge that I wasn't sure what the direct answer was, and I wanted to share that idea with you, or that challenge, and hopefully it will help you out if you're in the same position. So everyone is aware that I travel quite a lot, usually every 2 or 3 weeks. I'm traveling either for clients or for projects or just because I can. So I'm about to go traveling again to Brisbane and Sydney in a week, and I'm currently in the process of launching out a new agency, a new company, and that is going really well. But I was about to launch out a really good campaign, a great powerful campaign that I would be aware that, or that I am aware that would generate clients and leads very quickly. However, I was going to launch it this week and I'm flying out of town next week. So I was kind of caught up as to, well, do I prolong the campaign until I'm in Adelaide again? Or is that justification a excuse to not take action now? So it's kind of like a blurred line as to, do you delay a project being launched to perfect the process, or do you go all out now and just execute, get it done? So let me kind of walk you through my thought process behind this. So the first option is to obviously go all out and just launch it. Who cares? Get it done, throw it out there, launch it, 10x it and go all out. Now that will make good sense, but in launching it while I'm still in Adelaide, that's fine. That's not the problem. The problem is the follow-up actions that come after the initial action, right? So if I want to take action right now and launch out a project, or in this case, launch out an action, do I have the capability to follow up that action immediately with more actions that are required to support the outcome of the initial action, right? So for example, if I'm putting out this campaign, then a lot of leads and prospects will want to see me personally, and that's a little bit hard if I'm out of town. So on the flip side, as to while it can be great to take action right now, do I have the capability to follow up that action immediately with more action? In this case, I do not. So I'm choosing the alternative approach of pulling the project back 2 weeks in order to get everything in place so that I'm able to follow up on the initial action. You see, I think a lot of people get caught up in take action now immediately, and once they take action, that obviously requires more action, right? After they put things into effect, after they get the project pushed, certain things happen. Clients might call back, leads might begin coming in, friends and family could be interacting as well. So after you take the initial action, it needs more energy for the project to be fulfilled, because very rarely does a project require one single push of an action. Okay, so taking my example again, I've chosen to prolong the new agency's launch campaign in order to push it back 2 or 3 weeks and giving it my full attention, so that when we do pull the trigger, everyone is on board to follow up the initial action with more action, right? So pretty much the overarching question that I asked within the agency is that, well, if we prolong 2 or 3 weeks, is the end game process going to be smoother? Because the launch will be flawless, the launch will be smooth, we are prepared to launch. However, will the end game, will the action after the action after the action after the action, will that be possible right now, or should we prolong 2 or 3 weeks? So kind of a mixed question as to, yes, you should launch, but if you can prolong to get a better outcome long term, then it's always better to prolong and delay the results if you can execute on a higher level and smooth out the process after the initial action. So that's what's happening to us right now inside the agency. just thought I would share that concept. Hopefully it helps you guys out, because I was really confused internally. I was like, well, am I using this as a excuse to not launch the company? Why am I thinking about delaying things? And after talking about it with everyone else, it became clear that I was concerned not about the initial action, but about the 10 actions after that one. Okay, so make sure you do have the capacity to follow up all your actions. Otherwise, feel free to prolong the initial action until you do.